the Church of What's Happening Now, Flavor, Lee Syatt, a.k.a. the Flying Jew. What's going on, player?
A.k.a. I don't know. I'm doing good.
Everything all right?
Everything's great, except for you made fun of me because I got roped into going to a bad restaurant again.
So he sits there and takes this abuse. I got to snap after 3 minutes. Like, I'm not going there. I refuse to. I'm my own group. I got an itch on my back that's been killing me for 15 minutes. You understand? There you go. I got like a hair patch. But it's Monday. You got to go out there and deal with it. Like I said, a smile in your heart. I'm just trying to put the pieces together. I saw Lee yesterday. We had some coffee with the baby.
Do you get nervous about swearing? Because I think I swore once. I was like, oh, no. I made it nervous.
I get nervous because one day she's going to pick it up. She is picking it up. It's going into a computer, and every time she takes a nap.
Well, she's doing the talking. Like, you picked up the cell phone, and you started talking, and then she has a baby cell phone, and then she started doing it. She started doing the hand movement. She put it up to her ear. She did the thing, but she just, the only thing missing is the word.
It's a pink little plastic cell phone you buy at a toy store. And whenever my phone rings, she picks up her cell phone. And she puts it to her ear like she's talking to somebody, like, what's going on? I hear you, you know? I hear you! A wanting for life. I look at my daughter when they clap on a TV show, and she gets excited. But to have that virginity to life again, to have that, to be excited about life again as a child, you know, we're going to Wendy's, you know what I'm saying? If I tell you you're going to Wendy's now, you're like, all right, I'll eat a double. My stomach is going to be sore. I'm not eating the chili.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you tell them McDonald's, they jump up and down. That's why McDonald's will never close down. Because every day you get millions of customers. Every time a little kid is born, give them 2 years, they're going to have a McNugget in their mouth.
I saw that this weekend, and not to change the subject, but I was watching something, and there were kids commercials, and they're so manipulative. Like, have you noticed that watching the kids shows with your daughter? Especially like the Chuck E. Cheese and the McDonald's.
You're not around. You ever that about Coke, that when you went to a movie theater, that Coke would slow down if you slowed down the advertising, Coke would throw subliminal messages in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're thirsty, get up, go.
Like one frame every second or something.
Get popcorn. But it was just, it just felt nice to be around normal people, bro.
Yeah, that must not happen a lot with you. I mean, I'm not saying everywhere you go. It's not like you go to Ralph's and there's a parade for Joey Diaz.
No. I'm not talking about it in this way. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm saying everyone knows who you are.
I'm talking about a sense. We walk in here. I come in here to do a podcast. I sit down with you. A guest comes in. And within 4 minutes ago, you've been auditioning lately? Mm-hmm. Or I'll ask him, you've been auditioning lately? Yeah. But by next thing you know, we're talking shop. Anywhere I go, I'm going to talk shop to. In my house, when I'm having dinner with my wife. How was your day? Good. Boom. I talk to this guy. You're talking shop.
It happens with every job too. I did that with my TV jobs. Every time on the weekends, and it was funny because we hated the job. But anytime we go together for drinks after work on the weekends, it all go back to that boss we hated, or I can't believe how stupid they are.
So all you want to do is get your mind out of there, so you can still grow personally.
Nope.
What's the problem here, Lee?
I'm perfect.
You good? What are you gonna do today? What do you got on the agenda?
9 o'clock we have a Flying Jew radio.
Okay. Today?
Today, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I spent last night packing up the T-shirt orders. So
okay, and they're gonna go out today.
Going out today.
You gonna take them to the mail department?
I know. I already put the stamps on them and stuff. So I'm just gonna throw them in the box.
And they come over and get them.
They would, but I was going out, so I just figured I'd bring them over because I didn't want to. You can't schedule a time. Like, it's just that they'll come over whenever they come over. So I felt better about putting it in the box.
Okay, so you take it to the post office
or any blue box.
Okay, see what I'm saying? You learn it.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of it.
I mean, I know we have people in different countries, but like I'm sending a shirt to Australia and to Austria.
I had an email from Norway last night. Finland's big in the house. I got some white people in China smoking opium over there. Thank you for.
Do you see what happened to Cleo? Like her husband got in a car accident or something. I think he's okay. But
come on.
Yeah, but she put that on Twitter. But he's fine. But
I still remember that one time I scored 31 points. I had a little article that said Coco Diaz drilled home. You understand me? Drilled them home. Not like that. Not sexually.
But
very disgusting.
You should give a. Why haven't you given me a trophy? I feel like adults should get trophies.
You're 25 years old. No more trophy.
I would
You know
love
your
it.
trophy is a $100 bill when you go to the Bank of America and you deposit.
How happy would you be if I came in and handed you a trophy of $100 bill? Here you go.
I smash in the head
No,
for
you
the 15th
wouldn't.
time.
You would.
Get
Who
it
doesn't
together.
like getting a trophy?
I don't want no trophies, all right?
People give him a trophy.
Let's give him a trophy of hummus. I really have nothing crack-a-lacking tonight. I'm going to have to go find the setup here somewhere, and that's it. You know, you might as well get the blood going. I'm all tuned up. I went to jiu-jitsu. I got beat up.
How'd that go?
Terrible. You know me. I'm terrible. But I go. I got punched in the head today by mistake.
Got punched in the head?
Sure.
How?
But the guy went to do a move, and he clocked me. What are you going to do?
Okay.
He's a good dude. Sure.
I thought it had hash in it again.
No, I got everything else in there. I had some Chinese opium. I got everything.
No, I'm doing really good, man. It's been really fun. We're working on the special, so it's like that's why when I first contacted you, I grew up in Boston. I went to a few comedy shows, but most of my interaction with it is watching specials. So now going through, because we've done 2 CDs. And that's fun. Do you think it would change the way you do comedy? Because
I'd elevate it to a different level if I listened to my sets every night. If I remembered to tape them, go home, listen to them, listen to how I said that thing.
But you change the way you do your set every night.
Because I'm a moron. Because I don't listen to the one that works. If I go home and listen to a set, and even though everything else sucks, I try a new joke and I say it a certain way. I'll say it like that every night if I remember how to say it, if I listen to how I say it.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Listen, if Johnny Depp don't want to look at himself and he looks that good, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he doesn't want to look at himself, how do you think I feel? Johnny Depp is beautiful. When you look at yourself on the screen, you know how it says it adds 10 pounds?
Yeah.
In my mind, it adds 50 pounds.
Oh, I know. I used to hate looking at pictures of me.
It adds 100 pounds. And then you hate your voice. And
Yeah.
you hate your hair. And you hate your mouth. And you hate, it's just this thing that it probably is all part of an insecurity. That's, it's something that you've always had, whatever, you just hate. And my voice, I can't hear it.
Really?
When I hear it, I just run out of the room.
You have a cool voice, though.
You know what? You look at them, you look at you. So why are you going to hit on them for and waste your time? If you treat that girl opposite of what everybody else treats that girl like, you're going to have a good friend. You're going to have a really good friend out of a woman. Do you understand me? And someday, that girl, I'm putting that girl on. I'll tell you why I'm putting that girl on. Because someday that girl's going to be on ABC. And there's going to be a part for her grandpa. And she's going to call me. Because I believe in that young girl. I put them on because they do something that they prove to me in a way that this is what they wanted. And I'm sure I cried for a few years myself. But then I realized that there's no use in crying. You know what you do? You go home, you have a roast beef sandwich, you go to bed, you wake up the next day, and you hit that pavement like you've never hit it before. Whatever you decide. I don't care if you're a plumber, mason, a waiter. You want to make $300 a night as a waiter, what do you do, Lee? You shine your shoes. You cut your toenails. You take your tie. You put it all the way up to the top. You don't be creepy. You fix your eyeball. You whiten your teeth. You shave nicely so your nose hairs don't fall on the food. And you're a waiter. You ever see the difference between a $300 waiter and a $50 a night waiter?
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
difference.
my God.
And the 300, there's some way. I took my wife to lunch after one of the kettlebell classes. I took her to lunch at that place. I wanted to get the chopped salad, so we went to this mooch special.
Okay.
At Artie Morton's, they have the mooch special for lunch at $21.99. I took her in there. The girl was amazing, and she was a comic.
Oh, wow.
Like a green comic, like she had just moved out from Philly, and I invited her to the store. She was such a great waitress because I didn't ask her for anything one time. And she treated my wife with the utmost respect. Like she took care of my wife more than she took care of me. And that means the world. Just give him the menu back. When he comes and goes, what are we drinking? We know what we're drinking? You ready? Right, Lee? I never let that waiter come back twice. There's no reason to. When he comes to the table the first time and says, hi, sparkling water? No, listen, grab the pad. Let's launch this in order. Let's get this party started. I just smoked 18 joints. You want to give me water? What am I, Moses? Break out the chopped salad, the shrimp cocktail, whatever it is you got, break it out. They want to come over and offer me water. Get the sodas, get the milkshakes, get the bread, get the whole army out here.
And this isn't an exaggeration. This is how he talks to waiters.
No, let's do this. Listen, we're not playing games here today. I'm going to tip you. I'm going to hit you with cash and put some on the card. Don't stare at me. This is quick. This is what we're doing. Boom, 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 boom. My wife is one of those people. I haven't decided. Either you want it or you don't. I'm going to sit there and go ping pong. Are you ready yet? No, I've been ready since I walked in the door. I would have gave you the order at the host table. That's me. I already know when I'm coming in here to eat. You think I'm going to sit there and pick my teeth and look around? Oh, the ambiance. Andale.
I love when we go to a place that we've been to before and they just know your order already. Like that, the Starbucks dude knows you.
Oh, at night.
Oh,
my
yeah.
dog. That's my dog.
And it's funny. And because they don't get they don't get spoken to like that a lot, especially here. People are probably like dismissive of them, and
nobody talks to nobody no more, and they go into shock. I go eat somewhere. I want to talk to the busboy. I want to talk to the waiter. I want to talk to the cook.
Calls everybody primo.
Primo and Jack out of respect. We're gonna shake hands and exchange names. And I talk to those busboys that are Spanish because nobody ever talks to them. Okay, if there's a shootout at any restaurant I'm in, those busboys are gonna come over and grab me like what's that show we've been watching?
El Chapo, like Narco.
Like El Chapo, Narco. Yeah, they're gonna hit me with the table and pull it over me. Why? Because I talk to them with respect. I don't talk to them like they're a dishwasher. I went to the NoHo Thursday. I was flying out Saturday morning, and my wife was sleeping. I flew out like at 6. And I went to NoHo and had breakfast. I had a whole conversation with the Mexican things. I was cracking dirty jokes. They were loving it.
Yeah.
But look at my table. My table always got bread on it, always got extra butter. The glasses are filled because I give them the respect that they deserve. Even if they're making $4 an hour, they're the backbone of that restaurant, Anywhere I go, I'm continuous with people. I'm not a flip-flopper. I don't believe in flip-flop. I don't believe these people. Well, we wanted to try new Chinese. No, I've been eating there for 35 years. Your loyalty is important. There's some places that don't care about your loyalty, and you know it. But these mom and pop places, when you walk in...
When I worked at Legals, there's this lady who would come and sit at the bar, and every time anything she ordered came up, if you were just running it to her, she'd have a $5 bill for you. When you're in the server, like especially as a server, a bartender, a person like at Starbucks, you're on your feet. You're doing a lot. So when someone's a little bit nice to you, there's so much you can do to give them for free or to try to help them out, and especially if you know you're gonna get tipped or just treated like a person, that's pretty great.
We were there for 10 days. Me, his mom, him, and Big Black Anthony. And we were staying at a hotel, and we dropped an ice cube from the 3rd floor of a hotel, and we cracked the dude in the head. They threw us out of the...
How old were you?
And I was in the 4th grade. They're going into the 4th grade. And we went to... There's Old San Juan, and there's New San Juan.
Did you kill the guy, or...?
They had to call an ambulance. They threw us out of the hotel. He was bleeding everywhere. We had to give him a fake name and get out of there.
You gave fake names?
We were talking about when Ralphie was here, when we hit the guy with the M&M and it bounced. Same thing happened with an ice cube. Oh. I remember the cops still saying to us, "Do you understand what happened?" And it was a little higher than the 3rd floor. I'm lying to you guys. It was up there.
It was like the 10th floor.
It was like the 10th or the 7th floor.
It was a brick.
It was 1973. So I was 10. I'll never forget this. Bruce Lee had already died. And me and him went to Puerto Rico like in August. And we were there for 10 days. We saw 14 Kung Fu movies. We saw 14 movies. 13 of them were Kung Fu movies. The only white movie we saw was something about Man on the Moon Marigold. It was just on about a month ago.
You went to Puerto Rico for 10 days and saw 14 movies?
14. That's all. When you're a dumb kid, what do you care about it? We went to the beach in the morning, and in the afternoon, me and him would go to the movies with his sister. But I thought about that, how I was a good bartender, no complaints, nothing like that, no write-ups. I kept everything clean. I was very polite with people. If I knew Lee liked, what do you like, that drink with the Diet Coke? When I saw you walking in, there was a Makers and Coke waiting for you. And if it was 3 or 5, bro, I'll tell you what I would do. This is how old school I am, because my mom did this. My mom used to cook and give away the food for free. These Cuban meals we go and we pay for $18 for? My mom would ask you at 5 o'clock, "Hey, we made picadillo, arroz con frijoles. We made picadillo, whatever. You hungry?" Whether you came in every day or not. That's my mother. That because they're Cuban. That's what women do when they cook. They offer you. My mom would say, "Listen, we cooked my mom had the restaurant, but then she closed it down. But on the summers, instead of her going to New York City, she'd just cook for me back there. And, she'd make a huge lunch, camarón enchilado with black beans, and she'd cook up a pig. And you come to the bar, and she'd go, "Guess what? Somebody gives you a Cuban meal for free, or any meal, meatloaf, or anything that makes you feel like you're at home. You're not going nowhere, and you're always going to come there." So you know what I would do? I would order appetizers. I'd get them for 50% off.
Brilliant idea for bartenders.
I was 21 years old, guys. This was my cocaine. Listen, when you sell coke, I'm not going to get you to go in your pocket by just telling you how good.
If you're a bartender and you don't do that, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. I get nachos, I get chicken wings. You know what they cost me in those days? Nachos, $4.50, $2. For $8, I got nachos and wings, and if there was 6 guys and there was a game on TV, I'd throw it at them. As soon as they came in, give them who paid for this? No, it's on me. Brother, let me get 2 more orders of wings, and you're the best. And next thing you know, you're ringing up a tab.
Yeah.
And numbers times 10%. And I would get 20, 30% from them because I get the wings for half price.
And they'd be happy to. It's not like you're scamming them.
No,
either.
I would tell them the chef, the restaurant would say, "Why did you get 3 orders of wings?" Because I was hungry and the bar people were hungry. It's a shame you don't put food out for these people at 5 o'clock. I'm getting out of work at 5 o'clock. I walk into a bar. There better be there's a ham and cheese sandwich on white. When I was a kid, you'd go into Joe and Mary's. Every day, I would go to Joe and Mary's after school. And in the middle of the bar, when I was a junior in high school, when I was 16, 17, I would go to Joe and Mary's because there was a Chicken Delight place next to it, Chick-fil. And our friend John Cowan worked in there. So there was always chicken for you to eat. But the bar, George, the loan shark, the bookie, and Lila would get a pizza tray.
Okay.
With a little shield on top. Like, you know when you eat out of that thing and they pull the shield up?
Right.
But it was see-through. And in that thing would be 50 ham and cheese sandwiches cut into quarters. So when you come in at 5, there's something there for you. Guess what? You take 2 pieces of those sandwich, that guy's going to go, "What's on the menu tonight? Spaghetti and meatballs. Let me get 2 orders." You opened up my appetite with those little cheese sandwiches. And yeah, you're going to have your mooches. Because I was one of them. I'd go in there with $4. It was 60 cents a mug. 3 mugs, $1.80. You leave Lila $2 and you eat 10 sandwiches. That's dinner. There's that mentality. But for the normal human being that goes in and there's a sandwich for you at 5 o'clock after you knock off at the post office, how many times listen, if I worked an 8-hour day, when I walked out of this building, I'm going right to the car and I'm sparking a roach that's already rolled. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I already had a joint and smoked half of it on the way there and kept the half of it.
Right.
Same thing happens when I'm drinking. I want to walk into a bar and have a mug there waiting for me and a ham and cheese sandwich while I watch the news.
It's a great feeling when a bartender remembers what you order. I had that happen once out here at the Boston bar. And I sat down and she just came up. I was like, oh. It's
That's a good bartender. You're
Yeah.
thinking of your people. I'm thinking out of the box. I'm thinking about if they're hungry. If you're a waiter right now and a guy comes into your table and you don't have bread in front of him, listen, when they're at the host stand, I'm already throwing bread in the oven, getting it warm. So they haven't even sat down for 2 minutes, and they got what, brother? What?
I'm high.
Yeah, you're supposed to be high. You ate 3 stars, I ate 4. Well, I think I'm talking about waiting tables and stupidity.
You seem pretty high.
No, I'm having a great time. This has been some great podcasts we have. I love you guys. I love you guys with all my heart. So, when we have these little things, these are good. This will be a little fun for us, and we get to see each other on a Friday night. It's going to be a day, 9/11. Parades. People feel bad. Let's go out and crack some jokes and smoke some reefer. Look like Lee. What?
Do they have 9/11 parades?
Well, memorials on TV, and you got to feel bad. I don't want to feel bad all day. That's what I meant to
it'll
say.
be fun. I didn't know we were doing that. That's fun.
What's happening now? Were you the priest? You understand what's going on, Lee Syatt?
You got me all fired up this morning. This is good.
Right. What are you pressing buttons for?
Well, mind you, what's the questions? That's my whole thing. I press buttons.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find the last 2 minutes of Dogs by Pink Floyd. That's the anthem of the day today. So, you get... What are you confusing me for?
Well, when I look at the screen, I should be looking at you.
$1, $6, and $9. Plus, they got One Wipe Charlie's. EscapePod.tank. They've been with me for 3 months. EscapePodTank.com.
How many times are you supposed to shower a day?
3.
No.
Yes.
3.
3.
That's a lot of showers.
What are you going to do? You want to be clean. You ever smell somebody, bro?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You want to smell like that?
No.
Then you got to be washed.
3 showers.
3 showers. You're a chubby dude. You release odors like me.
Yeah.
You ever smell your shirts at the end of the day? It smell like cheeseburgers. And you think that's because no, because it comes out of our system. You don't want to work out every day. So when you sweat, top sweat, what do you think that smells like? Onions and that hummus sweet. Where do you think that goes?
I don't know. Comes out in the sweat?
Comes out of your sweat.
Oh, wow.
And it goes into your clothes. Now you go take that shirt off, put it down, and then you sit there and go, well, I didn't do nothing yesterday. I'm going to put that back on.
Oh, no.
You know what that shirt smells like after
What?
that? And then you try to tighten. You ever smell somebody with sweat on their shirt and they put cologne on top of the sweat?
No, that's right.
We have friends that do that. I don't want them around when they do that. You got to wash. You don't want no problems? Take 3 showers a day.
How much time to wash 3 times a day?
You got to make time. This life is about making time if you want to get forward. You got to make time to work out. You got to make time. You know what? I hate drinking those protein shakes. But today, on the way back, I got to stop at the protein store and get protein powder. But I have to do it. These are the things you have to do in your life. You have to work on it.
That's true.
Godliness is next to cleanliness. Did you find dogs? Monday, the day the devil was thrown into some river somewhere off the coast of New York City. We're talking about here. Late night, church of what's happening now, Monday, April 21st. Where's Tony Bennett? You're slipping. This is what I'm talking about. Where is it?
It's coming. Hold on.
It's coming. I'm sorry we came up late today, the audio, but I'm not sorry. Monday is Monday. We got till midnight to put this together. I'm still going to fire you up. You're still going to go out there on Tuesday. It's the church with the Jew. Out. Where's the water? Talk about their moms and I'm tight with them. I get pissed off at them because I don't have a mom. You only get one shot of being a good son. And I failed at that, you know. God knows how she's looking at me from up there, whether she's in her hell or purgatory.
I don't think you failed at that.
And, well, I didn't go to, you know, I didn't do what her dreams were, well, whatever. But if my mother wouldn't have passed away, I would have been a different human being altogether. I don't think I would have been doing what I'm doing now. You know, for me to become what I'm doing now, you know, we talk about all the time about our mutual friend. We have a mutual friend that will not quit his job. Mm-hmm. And he's lived in this town for 15 years, and he's had very minimal success. And the guy is talented, but I'm telling you, it's because he hasn't quit his job. Because he doesn't have the iron, the fire. So whenever he goes into those auditions, his mind doesn't take the mile because they're comfortable. And he's never going to move forward until he quits that job. Never. It's going to be, he's never going to book nothing. When he goes in there and that hunger is shown, that hunger, it shows for a reason, man. And people buy it. Like if you're selling something and people see you're desperate, they smell it on you.
Yeah.
But when you're an actor or you're a comic or that desperation becomes motivation. Do you follow what I'm saying? That desperation becomes motivation. That's what the problem is with people. Everybody wants to relax. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Everybody thinks they have a vacation coming to them. I never seen nothing like this in my life. People, I have friends that go away in Jersey every 8 months. Like they think they have a vacation coming to them. Then you talk to them and they tell you how rough life is. Yeah, but you know, we're saving money because it's tight right now. He got his overtime cut. Then what are you doing in Bali?
Yeah.
I don't understand prioritizing in life, you know. So, what are we talking about, Lee? When they get me
It's
started?
just,
You get me over here all high. Give me some love. Love is the word of the day. It's over, Lee Syatt. Wednesday, April 23rd.
It's 4:20. Oh, my God.
Get up, drink your coffee, stretch your back out, stretch your hands, your feet.
Where were you? I think maybe you were in Tennessee, and it was last year. Because when I went to Tempe, it was an older one where you couldn't do the temperature, but it's like high cool, low cool.
Right.
And I turned it to high cool, and I woke up shivering.
Oh, yeah.
But you did it. You did it once, I think, at your wife's family, and he started peeing on the floor from the bed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think he said it on stage like once. Like he started like peeing around the room from the bed.
When it gets cold and I don't want to get up. I love being... the only way I can sleep is freezing.
Yeah.
I like putting the blanket over my head with that sleep apnea tube flowing out.
Over your head?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that freaks me out. I can't do that.
I put the blanket over my head, and how I breathe is with the sleep apnea tube. That's why I like it freezing. I want to.
Do you put your foot out?
Not even close. Everything stays underneath.
Oh, I have to have my foot. I have at least have one foot out. Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring hummus to the new office.
You're not bringing hummus to the new office because I don't even want hummus. That's a no hummus zone.
You know where I hear they have good hummus?
Where?
Austin, Texas.
They kill people who eat hummus
on site.
Go to Houston or Dallas. They'll kill you. What are you talking about?
Not really.
Why? What do you do? You leave here at 8:30. You got till 10 o'clock tonight to do something. Well, how long do you think it's going to take you to take a walk, call it? You're done by lunchtime.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got a lot of shit to do.
What do you got to do?
We're looking at offices. I got to call 8,000
We're not
people.
looking at all. I'm going to go look at one more office. That's it. You got to go for a walk. What else? Put the priorities.
Okay, well, I'm going for a walk.
Right.
Calling insurance and the cops.
Right, the cops.
I have to call the police I'm looking at tonight.
Right.
Yeah. And I have to drop off at 7.
That's 12. You got 7 hours to kill. You got 7 hours to sit
while
there.
I'm moving, I don't want to leave these people hanging.
You're not gonna move. You're not gonna. It's only taking you one day to move.
One day.
You got 2 hours in your day to move. Don't ever shut nothing down. You're in operation. Do businesses shut down because they're gonna move? No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. You just can't stop because you're moving. You think you got this busy day, but most of your day you're sitting on that bed on the computer. I know this.
Well, yeah, but that's
you gotta no. That those days are done with. This is all part of the new league. You give yourself a lot of time to relax, Lee. A lot of time to relax. It's too much.
Well, it's not relaxing.
You're single. You don't see your girlfriend in the daytime. You don't have a cat. You don't have a dog. You got nothing. You gotta get on it. That's it with stories. No more in bed throwing M&Ms up in the air and eating them like that. I know you. You're going to keep selling shirts. You got to keep moving forward. You're going to fill your days from now on. You're 25 years old.
I'm not. I have
at 25, I didn't even have a house. I didn't even watch TV at 25. I didn't even know what baseball was. I don't know when the Twinkies. Somebody told me the Twins won the World Series. There's no more TV in your life. Do the computer and what you got to work. It's over.
Like the hash?
Like the hash?
Smoother. You worked out this week. You spent the weekend with Mama. You came to Brea with me Thursday night.
Brea was fun.
I'm starting to love doing comedy again. You go in your ups and downs like anything else in life. You just go through ups and downs. You do something so much, you take it for granted, and you don't realize how lucky we have it that I'm allowed to write jokes and go up on stage. It was rough going out and seeing people this weekend. Only people who knew waited and came around the back. I got a lot of tweets from people who were pissed off, but you're right there. That's the kind of club that you're right there. I don't want to take pictures of people on the street. Some great people came out, dropped off some albums. You got a little Suavecito shaving cream.
I'm excited to try it.
Aftershave, a little something from them. They got me hair products. But it's really nice to be a part of something nice for once. I was always a part of shitty things. And it's always really nice. Like, somebody was saying the other day they had PTSD, and I giggled. And it's like when I leave the house, I always expect the worst shit to happen, so I'm not disappointed. So when something really nice happens, like those 3 nights, even in the green room, even Jack Jr. and Johnny Rock and Tommy Easter came down Thursday, and I'm really proud of him because he lives in his van. And I like the kid. I like the kid a lot. And I'm trying to teach him something from a different angle. Because he's seeing it. He's seeing that everybody down there that he's doing these little open mics with is coming from a weird angle. The first thing when you choose any career is to choose the right attitude going into it. And I had so many jobs and so many great opportunities, but I went into a bad opportunity. I went in there with bad attitudes. Not
Were
bad
you negative
attitudes.
about it?
No. I was not negative about the opportunities. I was weak-minded about the opportunities. I never gave them a chance to blossom. Before you give up on an opportunity, give it a chance to blossom either in your direction or the other direction so you know exactly where you stand before you really give up on it. Somebody offers you a job loading trucks. It's 12 to 9 at night. Your girlfriend's miserable because she doesn't get to see you. It's always little things like that you have to make a decision. That's a subliminal control. Those little addictions where you try to make plans, but you don't. Like, people used to call me, like, man, let's meet tomorrow for coffee at 10. I don't think that's a good idea, dog.
10 was too early for you?
I was up, but I was in no mood to talk to you.
What time would you be in the mood to talk to people?
Whenever it was something to do about cash and how I was going to get another package of
Cash
Coke.
o'clock.
Cash or Coke at those days.
Jesus. And now it's completely different. Like, what do you have now? Does weed control your life like that?
There's nights I have a joint left. 10 years ago, I'd be going crazy. A lot of times I don't do the morning joint because I got no weed.
Oh, so you used to go crazy because you didn't have weed?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think last year, didn't I stop smoking for 3 months? I smoked the vapor pen.
Well, yeah, and you took edibles.
But I broke that mold. I still broke that thing. And then I realized that vapor pen don't do nothing. It's different, and that's why I used to say, look, for a year I've told you to get out of the house early. Now, you love it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. As a matter of fact, now you can't wait. It's a trap. The house is a trap. The house is a trap for you. If you really spend time at it, you have to look at your schedule. Like when you're 20, why do you think you have roommates? Because you go, I could sleep in a closet for $200. But then you go to the kitchen and there's ants in your food, and then you see the limitations in your life, and you move up and you move up. But sometimes you're like, what do I do? I'm not even home. I'm the type of guy, I don't like being home. I like being home. I just don't like being trapped. I like getting sun.
Sitting outside under a tree writing is completely different than writing in your notebook, writing in your room, writing in an office. Typing on a computer in an office and writing longhand outside under the sun is two different fucking worlds. What do you think about that, cocksuckers?
Oh, someone gave that to us on vinyl, didn't they?
What's that?
Don't you have that on vinyl now?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that on vinyl.
Did I bring it with me? Yes, I did.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, I did. I'm telling you. Nice people came this weekend. They brought albums. Here, this was Jesse from Brea. And they sent us 2 cards in here. Telling you, people fucking came out this weekend in full force. Tony Bennett, I want to be around. I can't tell.
Look how young he is.
Yeah, this is 1960 something. This has to be 1963. Yeah, because this album came out on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. Go ahead, press in.
Is the name of the album I Want to Be Around?
Yeah.
That should be a Valentine's Day card.
A friendship is a relationship that you bang that person. you exchange liquids, you exchange meals, but it's a friendship plus 3D. Rule number 1, especially with your woman, if you like her, why make a beef where there ain't none? You want to go out of the house for an hour to pick up something that articulates her, or if you make sure you go out to see a friend or some stupid UFC fight. Sometimes I'm sitting there with my wife and I go, honey, you have the baby. Do you mind if I go to John Evans? And she'll go, no, I don't want to see that fight. I'll shoot the John Evans, watch 2 fights, but on the way home, I'll stop at Yum Yum Donuts. And I get a Yoo-hoo, so when I walk in, I got a Yoo-hoo and a donut. You follow from my wife, so she gets it. She gets it. That's the only way you're going to come back is you bring her Yum Yum Donuts. But 5 hours, even Yum Yum Donuts won't save you.
Right.
Yum Yum Donuts can't bring you back after some woman's been sitting there for 5. First of all, she would have been sleeping.
Oh yeah, she would have been asleep. But we're at a weird place where, like when you first start dating, and I've never lived with a girl before or ever. Like whenever they're there, you want to spend all your time with them. But now I'm not gonna see her at all this summer. She's studying for the bar, so I'm not gonna see her for our anniversary or my birthday.
When's your birthday?
The 20th.
How old are you gonna be?
28. I had a panic attack this weekend thinking about that. I know that's young, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are like 28.
But it went fast, Lee.
Bro, I'm 2 years away from 30.
Fast. When you were 21.
I met you at, I don't know, I must have been 23.
All right, so it's March.
April 4th.
April 4th. I'm sorry. That's how high I got on this show. Of 2006.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I was going through one of the toughest periods of my life. Emotionally. I was lost. The longest yard had been out almost a year, and all the things that were supposed to happen did not happen. And it was just fucking traumatizingly. It was traumatizing. This was the beginning of 10 years ago right now. This was the beginning of a funk that lasted till I had just gotten throat surgery. Yeah. I had just gotten neck surgery.
The ball?
The fat ball.
Okay.
I was recovering. I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was not healthy by no means. Not even in the ballpark, guys. Every time I walked into the doctor's office, they wouldn't let me leave then until my blood pressure went down. They'd give me the extra medication for me to walk out.
Really?
Yeah, I was walking around at 180 or 160 in those days. Now I'm walking around at 150, over 80, and after an hour I'll go down to 130. That's how bad a shape I was in. 10 years ago, right now, March of 2006, if I think, because Carlos and Joe had just had their beef, and I didn't stop doing blow till 2007. So that last year before I stopped doing blow was my year of just mental. I didn't know what I was going to do with my wife. Me and my girlfriend at the time weren't doing so well. We were at the 6-year mark, and we had just gotten out of a bad hole, and we were going right back into another cash-wise.
Oh no! What was happening?
I got on the blow, and now was from the longest yard money. Now my resistance had gone up from the blow, so now I was doing $120 a night.
A night?
$120 a night on a minimum, 4 nights a week.
Oh my God! Of course it does. That's like $500 a week.
It's $2,000 a month. That's without weed
And food and rent.
So that was the beginning of my hell.
We're going straight up tonight, old school. Check in with you guys. It's been a while. We've had a lot of great guests, from Sarah Tiana to Rich Franklin to Joe Rogan to Gabriel to Ralphie.
Gabriel's doing?
What's he
like
doing?
a week in one theater in Chicago, did like 20,000 seats.
Oh, please. He
this week?
goes to America. Then he comes here. He does 3 nights somewhere in Anaheim, and then 2 nights, and then he's off for New Year's, and it's over. If I get out of work early tomorrow, we'll go to his Christmas party.
Oh,
if I get out of work early. I don't know what time I got. It's supposed to rain here in L.A. If you guys don't know, when it rains in L.A., everything goes kabang. So if you got to leave for work and be there at 8, you usually leave at 7. You got to leave at like 5:45 tomorrow. I wish I was lying to you. It's the sad truth. When you live in Colorado and it snows, it's amazing how it didn't affect them at all. Like, snow was just another day for those people. I've never been big. I don't like how in LA everybody judges you by your car.
Yeah.
It really bothers me.
I was telling my mom, a lot of people here have like Porsches and
BMW
and studio apartments.
Everybody has a Series 3 BMW here.
Yeah.
If you see anybody in the industry, a junior agent, and then as they get there for a while, they get a 5 Series. Listen, I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to impress myself, I like the Subaru. I like feeling safe. I like knowing that if it rains, a Cadillac's a great car and whatever, but I can't pay $300 to $400 a month and not sleep at night if something does break down. I've always had great success with Subarus and Toyotas. Why would I want to change it now at this point?
Yeah.
If I start making an abundance of money, my second car would be a Cadillac or something. But then I'm going to have a family, so I can't be selfish. It'd have to be like, you know what I'm saying.
Plus, with your daughter, you don't want to have like messes in the back of a Cadillac, I guess.
Listen, she could do whatever she wants. As long as I pay for the car. They're going to throw apples on. The kids are going to be kids.
Yeah.
I went to the park with a Saturday, and there was a soccer thing going on, a soccer camp, and it was kids her age, a little older. Some kids knew what was going on. The other kids would just do bots. They were just there out in the sun, walking around. There was a camp for like 2-year-olds and one for like 4-year-olds. And I'm walking around, I'm watching those 2-year-olds because I could see if I could put her in here, and my wife and her are battling. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, she wants to go down. I go, then let her down there. I go, you're going to sit there and battle with her, and you got to pick your battles with these kids. She's going to run down there anyway. She's going to walk around, touch the net, touch the ball, and then she's going to walk away from those kids. No, she's not. I picked her up, walked her down. That's exactly what she did. She kicked the ball. She saw 20 kids. She looked around. She goes, I don't need this. I did it by myself. She walked away. But we signed her up.
Oh, that's cool.
She's going next Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Even though she might not like it, she'll like it. It's kicking the ball. It's running around, falling in leaves. They got 2 coaches there. They coach you. They tell you what to do. She's mingling. This is what they're supposed to do, so they grow up with social skills.
They go back and forth sometimes. Like, should I be protesting? I don't know. Like, is this like an important thing to be doing? But I
Have you ever protested before?
no. What
are you gonna do? You're gonna get a stick with a sign and walk down there?
You would kill me if you saw me with a stick.
I lived in Boulder, and I saw protesters from the CIA would come to town, and they come to recruit on campus. I don't know if they recruited or they took applications or they spoke to applicants, and there was always little wars on there, and these kids would go down there, and then I figured out who these kids were, that they were trust fund kids that just wanted to get some form of attention, and I got it, and unless you really believe, it's not that I don't like protesters and what they stand for, is I think that sometimes people are down there protesting and they don't even know what they're protesting for.
Right.
They're just protesting to make friends.
Everybody
in life gets jaded at their job.
Yeah.
Some people are listening to this right now going, Joey, we want you to hear the other side of this. No matter what type of job you do, you're a working stiff till the end. I'm a working stiff. Lee would have been a working stiff.
as an editor. You know, you would have got promoted finally as an editor, and you're still 28. And when do you retire?
65.
So unless you open up your own business, you're a working stiff.
40 years, yeah.
So for 40 years, you're a working stiff, okay? Now, I don't know if this becomes the same for cops. I'm going to break it down for you guys and everybody here at some point at 38 goes, what am I doing? I just saw a bill by mistake. They pay me $15 an hour. They charge $55 for me. And I'm only getting $15. And yet, $15 goes to insurance and state taxes, but they're still getting $25 for me for labor-wise.
Yeah, so what happened with the Auntie Dolores?
All right, so I did that, right? Now, we got the Auntie Dolores package about a week ago, and everything has been yummy for your tummy.
Well, the 30 each.
I was high from Sunday night till Wednesday morning last week. I wish I was lying to you.
Off of you didn't have it just once. You had it a few times.
No, I just kept eating them. There were little circles of death. They were hard cocoa, vegan, gluten-free. Lee ate 3 of them the first night.
Yeah.
And he left here. His eyeballs were spinning, and they were tremendous. I ate them Sunday, and I must have ate Sunday night. I can't lie to you people. I must have ate 10 of those things.
In what time period?
3 hours, 4 hours. I just was popping them. I thought they were 10 milligrams apiece. Lee. The next thing you know, I look at the bag the next morning.
Yeah, you tweet a picture of it.
And I felt bad. So, all right, so I ate them till Wednesday. And Wednesday, I said, let me give them a breather. I think Tuesday, I popped a Cheaper Chew and like 4 of those things. I was blasted on that film site. Blasted, giggling to myself, talking to the dog on the set. Every day, let me tell you what my only cheat is.
What?
1 piece of Twizzlers licorice.
That's it? That's not even that bad.
No ice cream, no pudding, no nothing. I eat the chicken.
Okay.
Today I had the pasta with no meat and the salad.
That's nice.
I've seen some craft services.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you had lobster on Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. If it was between Spider-Man 2 and The Longest Yard, it'd be close.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 had 3 conference tables of snacks. Do you understand me? Like 3 conference tables. Like 1 table of just cold cuts, every type of bread, peanut butter and jelly, mayonnaise, mustard, and there was a chick just stocking cold cuts, roast beef, Swiss cheese, ham, salami, all different types of salami. There was 1 table with smoothies, and there was 1 table with chips, chocolate, you name it. The reason why it wasn't gamey is because she marinated it for 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Do you follow me? The marination process was so delicious and so, yum. But it's 3 days to take that gaminess away. Once I taste the game, it's lights out for me. I can't do it.
So
I get sick just fucking thinking about it.
So you're not like a buffalo?
No, you'll never
deer.
see me an ostrich, deer, venison, nothing.
I've heard venison's good.
I heard it too. That's great. Eat it, fart your
That's
stinky
great.
venison fart somewhere else. And any snake or form. I've had calf's brains.
Yeah.
Seso, and deep fried like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mother would cut brain thin and then dip it in egg batter and breadcrumbs and deep
Did it
fry
freak
it.
you out seeing it?
I wouldn't see it.
The weirdest thing I've ever had is chicken hearts.
What'd you have it with?
It was like a grilled plate in Israel. I only had 1 because my friend
What did
got
it taste like?
nothing too intense. I don't remember.
Nothing disgusting?
No, it wasn't disgusting. But I don't do oysters because they wriggle. I don't like it. I don't know. It feels like a bugger.
I'll do clams. We ate some clams at what's the name of the joint you used to work at?
Legal Seafood.
Legal Seafood. Somebody was asking somebody else the other day, I'm going to Boston. Where's the best chow? And somebody says, I gotta tell you, it's touristy, but I gotta go down with Legal Seafood.
Fuck yeah.
And I thought so also. I like clams. I don't like
On the half
oysters.
shell?
Yeah, clams on the half shell with a little Tabasco, a little horseradish,
Yeah.
and a mug of Heineken on tap with a frozen glass. Who's gonna stop you? That's a big dick right there. And start sucking those clams. It's tremendous. You just inhale some beer. There's nothing better than that.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I like clams on a half shell, a little fried calamari, a couple of shrimp cocktails. Holy skadoodle! I was high at 7:30.
Yeah.
My wife kept asking, "What is your problem?" You're sitting there staring into the abyss. I'm sorry, I said abyss. I called Lee. I'm like, "We're gonna do a podcast. Call me back in an hour." Lee called back. What are we gonna do? I don't know, Lee. call me back in an hour. I basically passed out. When I got up at 3 in the morning to pee last night, I was like, oh my God, I passed out tonight.
Hell yeah.
That's why I like marijuana. That's the real truth.
Really
There's two reasons. The first reason is the sleep issue.
Yeah.
And the second reason, honest to God, is how good music sounds. Monday, December 15th, you had 8 days to make it happen. Don't come crying. Because then you want to be set by the 29th, 24th. They weren't millionaires. This house looked like a bomb hit it. They lived in the projects, and the black people out there all ganged up. In fact, there was a guy out there making pork chop sandwiches, Lee.
Just on the side of the road?
Lee, delicious.
I bet.
Fried pork chops on the side of the street, and you took your own white bread. So it was like a thing of white bread. 1,000 black hands that have been in there with crack on their fingernails. God. If you bought a pork chop, you would stick your greasy hands in there and get 2 pieces of white bread out. You would put the pork chop on the white bread, and you would bite into it and figure out where the bone was later. Once you heard your tooth crack, booyah, you hit the bone. He didn't take it out. And he gave you like a sauce, a thing of hot sauce. Again, you could see mud on the fingers and AIDS and crack. You had to put hot sauce on your pork chop, and that's how you ate it. And he barely gave you like a napkin. The napkin he gave you had his fingerprints on it. But it was delicious. And I went to these black people's house, and they got me stoned on the worst weed ever, Lee. Like 4 of us must have smoked 15 joints, and we barely got high. We went outside, we bought the pork chop sandwiches, and they gave me a ride home. I've never forgotten that. Never forgotten that. They got me high. They were very funny. They enjoyed that I was Cuban. They could have mugged me, Lee. If anything, I would do a little bit of white heroin in a needle.
No, you can't do a needle.
Yeah, because I never did it. At this point, I think if I did it with somebody cool, and I looked the other way and put my iPod in, and they shot my arm, a little bit of heroin, and then pulled some blood out and held it, and then I just kept breathing. And I go to my island, the Serenity, and they shoot me a little bit more. I think I just get high for a few hours. I would like that.
I think that's a lot worse than doing a little bit of coke. Isn't that terrible?
No. Some good, like a good Chinese guy. Like some Chinese guy.
A good one?
Yeah, like some dude that's... one? No. Like some good Chinese guy in New York that brought it from Toronto. Something from, something Chinese. They processed it very clean. Ooh, some fucking, some white death. Something with one of those names, some white death. And it had to be I'd have to be a professional. Like, listen, what would you shoot? Well, I do the whole bag, but I do it. All right, then give me a quarter of that. Just give me a tiny little beat, mix it with some water, and just blast me a little bit. Poke the arm, put on some Black Sabbath, and take it out, and then loosen it. And I would just to go nuts for 2 hours.
Is it supposed to be great?
It would take a guy like me where I need to be before the next journey.
You're not worried about getting addicted to it?
No, not one little tiny taste like that. In my arm with a needle, it's clean, Bobby.
Who's Bobby?
Bobby, like, who shot that duck?
Andy Dolores is crazy.
So what do you think? How you feeling, son?
I'm super high.
No, you're not. You look good. You're conscious. It's clean. And then she goes tomorrow. Where'd you go yesterday? To the Museum of Natural History?
No, Tolerance.
And what'd you guys learn? You see a bunch of Jews screaming?
Pretty much. No, it was an experience. Like we listened to Survivor speak. It was pretty.
Now, when you went there, how many people were in the museum?
A bunch.
Were they all Jews?
Full. There were some Jews, but no, there's some like Mexican people and stuff. And there's a black family, a trio of black girls, and no, it was. I had been to them in DC and Israel before, and I get really depressed. Like I just am in a bad mood. Just it takes it out of you. This one wasn't that good because they had you follow like a weird fake conversation with some scientists, like looking at, or historians, I guess, looking at the Holocaust. But like the one in Israel is pretty terrible, and it's my mom wanted to go, and it made her happy.
Did you cry?
I got teared up a little bit. It's
Did your mom cry? Did you say
yeah,
an Israeli
my mom
prayer?
No, we didn't say a prayer. I didn't say a prayer.
When you went home and broke the lamb, did you say a prayer before the lamb for
I
these
fucking
poor
love
people that
lamb.
suffered?
I love lamb.
I know you do.
Mix it with a little bit of mustard, mixed with breadcrumbs, a little bit of mint jelly. She made homemade applesauce.
Oh,
I didn't even know she did that
come on.
until this year.
And now today, what did you guys do?
Today we went and saw Hunger Games and we went shopping.
Where'd you go see Hunger Games?
Burbank.
And you saved on the parking.
Yeah.
And then where else did you take it? You take it for dinner tonight?
No, she made. It sounds stupid, but one of my favorite things she makes is quesadillas. So she made those.
Your mom.
They're just American quesadillas. They're just tortillas and shredded cheese and some chicken, but
Cheddar cheese.
not cheddar. I think it's like the taco mix blend or something. It's good.
Why don't you just get the cheese in a package and really just put
It is in a
a
package.
dagger in my
It
heart?
is in a package.
That white single stuff, like the Kraft single slices.
It's the shredded stuff in a bag.
It's in the package.
It's in the plastic
It's not
bag.
the single slices made
No.
by Kraft with the cancer.
No.
Next time you get that cheese, take it out of the wrapper and look at it.
I do get
You
that.
could smell the cancer. You
I
could
get-
smell the chemotherapy.
I get the reduced fat version of it too.
Do you really?
Yeah, because
That's
it's only
phenomenal.
25 calories.
Sponsors, right? Let's do that. Can you do that?
It's your job this time.
Now you get me all pissed off.
I'll do it
Now
again
you
at the
eat a
end.
quesadilla. A
good.
Jew flies 2,000 miles
She
to make
likes
a
it.
quesadilla.
Yeah.
What do you make with it? What about the potato pancakes? What happened to
We
those?
had those. I have a bunch of those.
Where are they?
They're mine. You stay away from them.
Where are they?
My freezer.
What does she make them with?
Potatoes, onions, a little bit of garlic,
Do you put applesauce on?
and sour cream.
Oh, look at you. You're the last of the real Jews.